Hey Heather and Colleen, this is Brian from Leadhounds, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you can start doing to bring in more patients through your website. So you might be asking yourself, why is this guy just showing us this stuff for free? Couldn't we just go do it ourselves and take advantage of the extra business? And the answer is yeah, you absolutely can do that. But what I've found is that most business owners don't have the time to worry about perfecting their website or showing up on Google when they have a business to run, right? I'm sure you guys want to just manage your business and take care of your patients. That's why you started it, right? So, if you do have time, that's great. I encourage you to use what you learn in this video. But if you don't and you think you could use some help with this stuff, just give me a call or shoot me an email after you're done watching and we can talk about next steps. Okay, so I mentioned those 3 strategies, but before we get into that, I want to talk about the goal of those strategies. And that's going to center around what's called buyer intent keywords. So those are basically words or phrases that someone's going to search on Google when they want to pay for a service. So in the case of Deluxe Bar, an example might be Botox Boston, right? If somebody's searching this, they want Botox and they're probably in the Boston area, right? So you want to show up for searches like this. So I went ahead and searched Botox Boston and let's see what comes up. So we have a Google ad up top, this map section, and then the most important part of the search results is going to be these right here, which are called the organic listings. And these are the websites that show up without having to pay Google any money like you do for the ads. And these are going to get the vast majority of the website traffic from searches like this. So up at the top here, we see some of your competitors in the Boston area, right? We see Dr. Happ Medical Aesthetics, Boston Center for Facial Rejuvenation, and so far I don't see anything for Deluxe Bar. So let's see if we can scroll down and find Deluxe Bar here. So that's the end of the first page, and I haven't seen you. We'll check one more page just in case. Nothing there. Seaport. Okay, so that's the end of 2 pages, and we don't see Deluxe Bar anywhere, right? So what that means is that all the people searching for Botox Boston are going to be going to your competitors' websites that are showing up in these top spots instead of yours. So then you might ask, well, how many people even search for this? Like, do I even care? And we can actually answer that question using this tool called Ahrefs. And so I went ahead and looked for that keyword, and there it is right there, Botox Boston. And we see that that gets 800 searches every single month. And if you go down this list, Boston Botox, Best Botox Boston, right, we have hundreds more for all these keywords. So, this is literally thousands of people searching for Botox in your area. And I'm using Botox as an example, but we could get a similar list for all the services you provide. But if you're not showing up on Google for these searches, then none of these people are going to find your website. So let's take a look at the keywords you are showing up for. I went ahead and searched the Deluxe Bar, and let's take a look at your keywords. We'll just see what you come up first for. And you're coming up at the top for a few keywords, but it looks like most of them have your business name in them, which is a good thing, but if people are searching for this, that means that they probably already know about you. So you're not getting new patients for this. It's probably a repeat patient who just wants directions. So let's go down and see if we can find any of those high volume buyer intent keywords like Botox Boston. So as we scroll down, we're getting to the point where you're in like the 15th spot. So that's like the second or third page of Google. And just to be straight up with you, nobody's really scrolling past the first page to find a business that they want to work for. They're clicking on something on the first page. So let's see what one of your competitors is showing up for. So this is Dr. Hap. We saw her come up on the search results, and we see here that she's in the third spot for Botox Boston. And then, if you look at some others, right, she's got the third spot for Boston Botox as well. And Botox in Boston, like she's coming up in the top 5 for all these really valuable keywords related to Botox. Botox Boston MA. There's another one. Lip fillers even, right? She's in the 6th spot. And that means that Dr. Hap is going to be taking all of your potential patients that are searching for these keywords. So how can you compete with her, right? How can you get in those top 5 spots on Google? So that comes back to those 3 strategies that I mentioned at the start of the video. And the first of those is going to be the content on your website. So what I mean by that is literally the words that are written on your site. Because what Google likes to see from its top businesses is between 1,500 and 2,000 words of content. And we want that content to use those words that you're targeting, like Botox Boston. So let's look at deluxebar.com. The website looks really good. I can tell you guys how to pro make this, but they might not be focused on SEO since you're not showing up. Anyway, we'll scroll down. We can see you have a little bit of content here, maybe about 100, 200 words. So that's a decent start, but let's look at Dr. Hap. Okay, so her website looks decent as well, but you can tell she's got a good bit more content than you have. Still not that much though. She might have like 400 words on here. So that's actually a really good thing. That means that she's not going to be too difficult to beat out in terms of content. You just have to add like 1,000+ words and you'll be winning in that department. So let's talk about a second strategy, which is called backlinking. So a backlink is when another website posts a link that goes to your website. And what that does is it tells Google that you're a credible business, because when they see other businesses, other websites linking to yours, that gives them more trust because they see other people talking about you, literally sending their own users to your website through that link. And they're going to reward you for that by moving you up in the search rankings. So we can see here that you already have 23 backlinks. So that's a really good start. But let's look at Dr. Hap and see what she has. So she has 74 backlinks, right? So there's, a good bit more than you. So that helps explain why she's winning in some of these really valuable keywords. So what can we do about that? Well, we can look through all her backlinks and go to each and every one of these websites and make sure that we can get a link from that website that goes to your site. What that's going to do is it's going to match Dr. Hap's strategy that she's using to get so much success for her website. But we don't want to stop there, right? Once we've matched her strategy, we want to just go above and beyond, add 100, 200 more backlinks so that we're just blowing her out of the water. Okay, so that's backlinks. Let's talk about one more strategy, which is the Google Map Pack. So it's going to be really important to try to get into these top 3 businesses that you see on this map section, because they get a high percentage of the website clicks. Not as much as the organic listings, but still about maybe 30% goes to these 3 businesses right here. So that's going to be the third strategy. It's going to be to get you into these top 3 businesses so you can take advantage of that extra traffic. And we can help you with that. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope it was valuable to you. If it was, just give me a call or shoot me an email using the information here, and we can talk about next steps. All right. Thanks. Bye.